What's up everybody? Today I'm here to share with you my top 10 male heroes of all time. And don't forget to also check out my top 10 female heroes of all time. And stay tuned because very soon I'm also going to be posting my top 10 villains of all time. So let's get this started. Number 10, the T-800, more known as the Terminator, played by Mr. Muscles, Arnold Schwarzenegger. The T-800 is introduced in Terminator 2 as John's protector against the most advanced shape-shifting, the T-1000. And although the T-800 is an inferior version to the T-1000, this cool model did not disappoint. John creates a very sweet bond with this machine, and he also teaches him memorable lines such as "I'll be back" and "Hasta la vista, baby." This was also one of Arnie's best performances, and he was actually made for that role. And he truly made me love this nicer version of the Terminator. He's really cool, but he's not your typical hero, but I love him. Number 9, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or also known as Ben Kenobi, portrayed by Alec Guinness in the original trilogy and Ewan McGregor in the prequels, and both actors owned the character. Couldn't have been better portrayed. Obi-Wan Kenobi is an awesome Jedi. He is a great master who trained Anakin Skywalker and guided Luke. Anakin Skywalker considered him to be a great mentor, as wise as Master Yoda and as powerful as Master Windu. Later in his life, he was not scared at all to confront a guy that scared the hell out of the entire galaxy. Just this guy called Darth Vader. Obi-Wan played a significant role in the Clone Wars, and he was a master in the ways of the Force. And come on, no Jedi was as cool as Obi-Wan Kenobi. And now, taking the direction of the new trilogy, I gotta stick with Leia and say, help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You are our only hope, especially now that Force ghosts can also use their powers. Yeehaw! I absolutely love Obi-Wan Kenobi. He is definitely one of my favorite Star Wars characters ever. Number 8, Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, played by Kit Harington. I love Jon Snow because he's brave, he's loyal, and he has a kind heart. Because of his bravery, Jon won a title as Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, and very soon he also became the King of the North. Even though he spent the majority of his life thinking that he's a bastard, well, technically he still thinks he's a bastard, but in fact he's a legitimate son. His name is actually Aegon Targaryen. I can't wait to see him finding that out. He was also able to cheat death, even though for the most part people kept telling him, "You know nothing, Jon Snow." I love this character because he overcame many turmoils. He is also an awesome swords fighter. He's an amazing leader. He's humble. He's good with wolves as well as dragons. And come on, he's super handsome. Yeah. He's definitely marriage material. Number 7, Wolverine, also known as Logan, portrayed by the awesome Hugh Jackman. Although he was already an X-Men fan favorite from before the movies, it was his appearance on the big screen that caught my attention. Some might even consider him the anti-hero, because Wolverine is definitely not your typical hero, mostly because of his willingness to use deadly force. Wolverine has always been my favorite mutant hero. He possesses animal keen senses, awesome regeneration abilities that heals him almost instantly, and incredible physical fighting skills. Fun fact, due to his healing superpowers, it's almost impossible for Wolverine to get drunk. Another reason to keep him around. Oh, also he's Canadian. Wolverine has sharp claws that he uses as a weapon. I love it because it just adds to his bad boy look. Number 6, Han Solo, played by the iconic Harrison Ford. He is definitely on my list because to begin with, everyone wants to be Han Solo. He is just too cool and a pop culture icon. Without a doubt, he's one of the most beloved Star Wars characters of all time. Han completed the Castle Run in less than 12 parsecs, flying the Millennium Falcon. He likes to come off as a bad boy, but truthfully he has a heart of gold. He is loyal, he's brave, he saved Luke's life more than once. He completely fell for Leia even though he tried to play it cool. And Han Solo was also the first non-Force user to on-screen use a lightsaber. Remember when he had to cut open the Tonton's stomach to save Luke Skywalker? He also speaks several different languages, including whatever language Chewie speaks. Too bad his offspring turned out to be such a Sith Lord and also an ungrateful son. Han Solo will forever be a beloved character and my favorite scruffy-looking nerf herder in the entire galaxy. Number 5, Eragon from Lord of the Rings, played by Viggo Mortensen. Aragorn is one of the most heroic figures in the Lord of the Rings. He is a natural leader, Isildur's heir, and a very skillful fighter with the sword. He is a quiet, handsome, and mysterious character with a warrior's heart and a noble spirit. He fell madly in love with Oren, an elf who gave her mortality to be with him. Wow, that's love. Eragon led the awesome battle at Helm's Deep and led the army of Gondor and Rohan against the Black Gate of Mordor to buy Frodo some time. Eventually, he became king and assumed his place as Isildur's heir. This character is beyond awesome. I love him. Number 4, Luke Skywalker, played by the awesome Mark Hamill. Luke started off as a farm boy, clueless of his important bloodline, but after a lot of struggles during his training and losing a hand, he grew up to become a very strong Jedi. Luke, like his father, was a very incredible pilot from a very young age. He is one of the most iconic characters in Star Wars. I mean, there's an entire trilogy telling his story. Luke is a character that inspires good because he's kind-hearted, he's loyal, he's brave, he's optimistic, and also we get to see him in one of the most iconic scenes in movie history when he discovers who his daddy is. Man, I love those films. He's a character I learned to love and respect while embarking on his journey into becoming a hero. I absolutely love Luke. I cheered for him every time I see him on screen. And he's gonna forever be one of my favorite heroes of all time, regardless of his unfortunate portrayal on the last trilogy. Number 3, Indiana Jones, another iconic character played by Harrison Ford. The Adventures of Dr. Jones is one of my favorite of all time, mainly because I identified a lot with him. If I hadn't gone to film school, I would have loved to study archaeology. And also, like him, I hate snakes. Indiana Jones is a brilliant creation by George Lucas and directed by Steven Spielberg. Indiana Jones is a very fun character to watch, and he also has a very cool outfit. He knows how to use a whip. I love that he lives a double life, one as a respected professor and another as a crazy adventurer in the seek of these amazing artifacts that usually gets him in a lot of trouble, such as running into guys that want to rip your heart out. He is such an exciting character, and it's really fascinating to see all the exotic places and the adrenaline I felt watching these films. Go Indy, you're my hero. Number 2, Batman, portrayed by quite a few actors like Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, and lately by Ben Affleck. I love Batman, and one of my first connections with this character was when I watched Batman the Animated Series. After that, I saw Tim Burton's versions, and then I never stopped. Batman is an awesome superhero, and he's also loved by many fans, and he's super interesting because he has no superpower. He suffered and endured pain and rose above that, becoming one of the world's most famous detectives. I love the fact that he plays a double life, during the day as a well-known billionaire Bruce Wayne, and during the night the vigilante who fights criminals. And because he's rich, he can buy the coolest gadgets. Watch out, Tony Stark. He is the brains behind Justice League. And he's also super relatable because he's human. Batman is a symbol of strength and power, and he's also a ninja. Batman rocks. Number 1, my top favorite hero of all time, Superman. I mean, you can tell I have a Superman right there behind me. The Man of Steel is an iconic character that was also played by quite a few actors, one of them being the iconic Christopher Reeve. Also, we had Brandon Routh, and lately we have Henry Cavill. Superman has always been my favorite hero of all time. I mean, what can I say? I love the Mr. Nice Guy. He has the coolest powers. He is heroic, he always saves the day, And he has a fortress of solitude. How cool is that? He's hopelessly in love with Lois Lane, and I love how she grounds him. Superman has a kind heart, he's loyal, and he inspires good in people. What I love most about this character is his humanity. Although he's an alien, he believes that people are capable of good in spite of the horrors we inflict on each other. Another important thing to notice is that he's the protector of Earth, not because he's all-powerful and he just can be, but because he chooses to be. Unlike any other DC character, he's the perfect inspiration for hope, and a character with a personality that many should aspire to have. Superman lost a lot in his life, but he still chooses to see the good in people and fight for truth and justice. He captures my imagination because I've always wanted to fly faster than a speeding bullet, be more powerful than a locomotive, and be able to jump tall buildings in a single bound. I love him. Thank you, Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, for creating him. So guys, this is my top 10 male heroes of all time. I hope you enjoyed my list. If you don't agree with my list, what are your top 10 male heroes of all time? I would love to hear about it. Don't forget to also check out my top 10 female heroes of all time, and stay tuned for my top 10 villains of all time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! To share with you my top 10 Anakin Skywalker considered. Oh my god, sometimes it just doesn't happen. In fact, Anakin Skywalker